4th and 5th grade students. I'm Miss Shanisi, the orchestra teacher. I wanted to take a couple minutes today to talk to you about signing up for instrument lessons. A band is a group of musicians that get together and play instruments that you blow through or you tap or shake. An orchestra is a group of musicians that get together and play instruments that have strings on them. It is optional to sign up for instrument lessons. This is not something you have to do. I just want to tell you some information in case you want to do it. You do not need to know anything about playing an instrument before signing up for lessons. It's my job and Mr. Boyd's job to teach you how to play an instrument. It's your job to work hard, stick with it, and learn how to play that instrument. Instrument lessons take place during the school day at your school. Lessons are scheduled at a good time so you're not missing anything super important from class. You do miss a little bit of class time for your music lesson, so you are responsible to make up any work that is missed. The instrument choices for orchestra include the violin, the viola. Viola sounds a little lower than the violin. Both are played on an individual's shoulder. The cello, which you sit down to play, and the bass. Notice all of these instruments have strings on them. Your band instrument choices include the flute, the clarinet, and the saxophone from the woodwind family, the trumpet, the trombone, and the baritone from the brass family. Notice all of those instruments you blow into or over to make music. And finally, percussion, only open to 5th grade students, are the drums, which you tap to play, and the bells. One way to explore our instrument options is to scan the QR code that we've given to you, and it takes you to the choice board that we created. Here, we've listed all of the orchestra options and band options. If you click on one of our post-its, it takes you to the options within that ensemble, that musical group. You can click on whichever instrument you're interested in and hear what it may sound like. And there's also a little description about how it's played or anything special about it. There are 2 ways to sign up for instrument lessons: paper application or online application. The paper applications can be found in the school office. White copy is English, yellow copy is Spanish. On the back is where you would fill in all your information, first and last name, what instrument you're interested in learning. Hand this back into your music teacher or to your homeroom teacher. Another way to sign up for lessons is using our online application. We have a QR code that you're able to scan on little papers that we've given you to take home or on our paper application. That QR code takes you to our choice board. Click on Sign Up Forms. And you have a paper sign-up form you can print out and use if you're unable to pick one up from the office, or click on your online form. We prefer the online forms so we can give you as quick feedback as we possibly can. Up top is your orchestra enrollment form, and down bottom we have the band enrollment form. There are 3 ways to get an instrument for instrument lessons. One way, you may have an instrument in your house already. Maybe a family member used to play a band instrument or orchestra instrument and they do not any longer. If it's okay with them, bring the instrument on in to myself or Mr. Boyd to take a look at, and we can start lessons. A second way to get an instrument for instrument lessons is to ask to use a school instrument. Yes, we do have some school instruments available for students to use. We just have a very limited supply. So if you're interested in borrowing a school instrument, we suggest you fill out the online application as soon as possible and hand it in, or fill out this paper application as soon as possible and get it in. They go quick. So if you're really interested, please get that paperwork back in as soon as you can. It is free to borrow an instrument from the school. The third way to get an instrument for music lessons is to rent an instrument from a music store. It does cost a bit of money to rent. Each store has their own rates. Your family would pay a bit of money each month to borrow an instrument so you could have it and use it for music lessons during the school day here at school. 3 music stores in the area are Lozer's Music Store, located on Cumberland Street in Lebanon City, Anvil Music Center, located in Anvil, PA, and third is Central Penn Music, located out in Palmyra by the movie theater. Instrument lessons are hard work. Sometimes you may hear some scratching or screeching that you may not like. As long as you stick to it and work hard, it is worth it. And moving up into middle school, this is something you do up there. Moving up to high school is something you do up there. And the more you stick with it, the better you get. In the middle school, you do have some fun ensembles that go out to Hershey Park. And in the high school level, you get to go on a big trip to Walt Disney World every few years. It's worth it. Just be ready to work hard and stick with it.